So I was thinking, let's go through my Kindle today. Hey guys, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I wanted to do something fun today, like a lot of us do. I have Kindle Unlimited, and you know that you can borrow up to like 20 books. Well, your girl a lot of the times has that maxed out for no reason. There is no reason. I just see a book or get recommended a book or whatever, and I borrow the book from Kindle Unlimited. There are some books on here that have been here for quite a while, so we're going to go through that, and I might get a little embarrassed about how long some of these books are, but I don't think that they're too bad. I really don't. One thing I am known for is I won't return a book until I've talked about it on here, just in case I need any notes or I do what I tend to do best, which is forget characters' names all the time. Like I am bad about that. I really am. So once I've talked about it, then I can take it off of my Kindle. I also wanted to do this because, again, like I said, it was going to be fun, but I recently got a new Kindle. I just got the basic. This is probably going to be really glary. I did what everybody does and decorated it, and I'm telling you, why haven't I done this before? It definitely gives character. My other Kindle was getting a little glitchy on me, and I felt like it was time to upgrade. Also, it was the 167 DPI, whereas the newer version was 300. I looked at all the different Kindles, trying to figure out what I was going to get, but honestly, it was a no-brainer for me. I got the basic. I looked at the Paperwhite, but if I'm being honest, the only special feature that really stood out to me was it was water resistant, but I don't read anywhere near water. I don't take a bath and read, or I don't read at the beach. I don't read anywhere in the water. So I really, and it's resistant. Like, it's not proof. It's not waterproof. It's just resistant. So really the decision was kind of made for me. My biggest thing that I wanted was to up that DPI, which I did, and wow, what a difference. So, that being said, this long, drawn-out thing, because you know me, I like to do this. So, let's go ahead and just jump in, and let's take a look at my Kindle. Nope, we're not taking a look at the Kindle. We are taking a look at all of the Kindle Unlimited books that I have on my Kindle, because otherwise we would be here for like a while. I don't know how many Kindle Unlimited books I have borrowed, but I know it is at the higher end of our limit. So, we're going to go ahead and get into that. Let's see what I have. I think this will be eye-opening, to say the least, because, like I said, some of these have been on here for a while, and it will give me the push to, like, do something. Read them. All right, first off, I have, what is this called? This is Love to Hate Her. It is an enemies to lovers rock star romance, and it is book 2. I remember I put this in here because, I mean, rock star romance and enemies to lovers. It's just, yes, this is actually not too embarrassing. I borrowed this on April 21st of this year. This is, okay, so 7 years ago, I confessed my darkest secret to my brother's girlfriend. When she broke up with him and walked out on our lives, she took my secret with her. But with my band set to go on tour around the world, I have a problem. I need a nanny for my autistic daughter. That's exactly why I put it in here. If I don't love this book, I'm going to be heartbroken. That's probably why I haven't read it yet, too. But we might need to add this to our TBR for next month. Shit, this is going to be so bad. I'm going to have so many books on my TBR for August. Next up, this one, I can't believe I haven't read this one yet. I really can't. It is If This Is Love by Julie Ann. I borrowed it May 18th. This was a new release too, so it came out right around that time, if not on that date. But it's Julie Ann, and I am very slowly going through her backlist. I really have enjoyed her books. It started with the Lost Fisherman duology, and that just, it blew me away. Everything that I've read by her has just tugged at me in some way, so I definitely wanted to add it to the pile. but this is, I believe, a cowboy romance. I think this is on my TBR for this month, or I put it on for next month. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to get to it this month, I can tell you that. Next up, I have Mine to Keep. It is a dark mafia romance. See, I've got to have my options. I have rockstar romances. I have mafia romances. I've got the steamy. I've got the lovey, the whatever. I've got it on here. This is book 1. This is by Sarah Fields. I think I put this one on here because I read a Sarah Fields book not too long ago, and if I'm not mistaken, I enjoyed it. I borrowed this one on April 3rd of this year. So again, we're not off to such a bad start. This one, actually, it's not even that long. It's under 300 pages. And it is, I mean, it's a mafia romance, guys. Do we need any more? This next one has definitely been on my radar for a little bit, and I really want to get to it this month, but the way things are panning out, I don't think that I am. That's okay. I will get to it first thing next month if that's the case. It is an ultimate bully romance, which, again, yes, and it's Untouchable by Sam Mariano. This would be my second Sam Mariano. The first one was the Mr. Granville, and we read that as a buddy read. I read it with Amber Reads Romance and Bessie Book Reviews here on YouTube, and I wasn't a fan. But even though that was my first Sam Mariano, it didn't deter me from wanting to read any more from her. I really liked her writing style. That book just didn't do it for me. So I thought, let's do myself a solid, and I'm going to pick up Amber's favorite Sam Mariano book, and that is Untouchable. The bully romance. This one is pretty rough as far as bully romances go. The trigger warnings are substantial. It is a dark, dark, dark romance, but I am here for it, and it's definitely going to get read. If it's not at the end of this month, it will be at the beginning of next month, but there you go. What else do we have? Ooh, okay, I just borrowed this one. I just borrowed this one like 4 days ago. So what was I doing? I think I had borrowed a book, and it popped up as recommended for you. I also think it popped up because it had just been released the day before, so that could be another reason. But it is The Man Upstairs by Jade West. First off, this cover. The cover just pulled me in. I was like, yeah, I definitely want to. So this is about, this is an age gap romance, but it's about this man who lives upstairs, and everybody tells this girl, like, don't go near him. He's sick. He needs to be put away for the things that he's done. He's nothing but trouble. And she does what everybody says. She stays away from him, but she does notice that, like, he's absolutely gorgeous, and, you know, he definitely intrigues her, but people have told me to stay away, so I'm going to, until one crazy bad night in total desperation when I had nowhere else to turn. Yeah, I'm really interested in that one. I think I put it on my list for next month, too. Again, with these lofty goals, what am I doing to myself? All right, let's see what else I have. Okay, so I think we might be getting into, they've been on here for a while. All right, my next one is, bum, 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 bum. Okay, it is released by Ali Martinez. It is a standalone friends to lovers romance, and I borrowed this one on July 18th of last year. I need to read it. And it's not even that long. Why haven't I? And it's a bully romance. I mean, I don't even know. So this is growing up, Ramsey Stewart branded my soul in ways time could never heal. At 12, he asked me to be his girlfriend. At 13, he gave me my first kiss. By 16, we'd fallen in love, planned a future together, and had our eyes set on the horizon. Love never fails, right? But for Ramsey, it did. Love failed him. I failed him. The entire world failed him. At 17, Ramsey was convicted of killing the boy who assaulted me. Move on, he wrote in his first and only letter from prison. Start a new life, he urged. I don't love you anymore, he lied. There was no such thing as giving up on Ramsey. Love may have been our curse, but he was mine, then, now, and forever. So here I am, 12 long years later, waiting for a man I don't even know to emerge from between the chain link gates. Moving on, we have Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. I borrowed this in February of this year. This is book 1. let's see, it is pretty lengthy, almost 500 pages. It is part of the Haven series. Okay, yes, I do remember this one. So this one is about Sloane and Dominic. Dominic is Sloane's late husband's best friend, and she's kind of appalled at the fact that she kind of wants him, but also they've never gotten along before, I think. He's very arrogant, so it looks like it would be, yeah, here it is. It's an enemies to lovers romance about forbidden romance and love after loss. It's the first book in the New Haven series, but it's interconnected. There you go. Restore Me. I think that's why I haven't read this one yet, because I thought it was a part of a series, but I didn't realize it was an interconnected series. Now that I know it's an interconnected series, I might get to this sooner. There are just so many series, and I try to limit the amount of series that I start, especially if it is a single series that follows one couple. For sure, I have to. Okay, next I have Forever Never by Lucy Score. I borrowed this one in January of this year. I think I borrowed this one because that other book that she has that's really popular, and then the second book came out and it wasn't as popular. People either loved it or hate it. I don't think that I want to read those, but I wanted to read something by her, I think, is where my head was at. So this is A Frenemies to Lovers, Opposites Attract, Slow Burn, Girl in Danger, Glorious Banter, Fighting as Foreplay, Small Town Shenanigans, Big Grumpy Pining, Overprotective Hero, Wild Child Trouble Finding Heroine who keeps on pushing the hero's buttons, Steam Level, Lava, Suspense, Nail Biting, Feels Big Time. And she's chunky at almost 600 pages, so that's probably why I haven't started that one. Moving right along, we have Say You Hate Me, Love at Work by Amanda Richardson. I borrowed this one in November of last year. Okay, this one is a 4-book series. Is it interconnected? Yes, it is interconnected. They are under 300 pages, or at least this one is under 300 pages. This is the Love at Work series, consists of interconnected standalones, all having to do with falling in love at work. They can be read in any order. I think I added this one to the list because I was looking to do a recommendation video of forced proximity or workplace romance, which, is still in the works, but I can only read so many books at a time. So, there is that. What else do we have here? Let me see. Let me go down the list here. Oh, here's another one. We have, God, I think I've looked at this every month since I've borrowed it. Yeah, I borrowed it in December of last year. It's The Birthday List by Devney Perry. I am a little embarrassed to say this, but I haven't read anything by Devney Perry yet. I know. This is a small town romance. I know that there are 2 books. I don't know if they're interconnected, but I think this one is about something with a journal. He finds a journal, and I don't know, but it sounded good, so I borrowed it. Backed up a little bit. I wonder if that helps us out a little bit here. Okay, let's move on. What do we have? I've got The Man Upstairs. I already did that one. Oh my God, this is embarrassing too. I just wasn't ready to start this big of a series, big of a commitment, I think, at the time. So it is the In Peace Lies Havoc. It's the Midnight Mayhem series, book 1 from aMaZon. I borrowed it in October of last year. Really, really want to get to the series. I also think it's not done. If I remember correctly, I read about it, she's in the works, or I don't remember. Don't ask me. There's too much in this head to try to remember everything. But there are 4 books out, and I think that's what it was because when I read The Elite Kings, all the books were out, and I like to just binge if I can, because I have a hard time remembering things. Seriously, try having a baby and remembering things. I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I mean, she took my brain. Amongst other things, she took my brain. So I really do have a hard time remembering things. My brain, sometimes, it's like mush. My brain is shit. So that's why. But it's aMaZon, So I think I took a break from this series and I read a few of her other standalones that were kind of crossover, interconnected to other ones. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to get to it. when we do this again next year, I'll still be saying this. One I know I'll be getting to this month, in fact, is book 6 of the Perfectly Imperfect series by Miva Altaj. It is Fractured Souls. This is Pavel and Asia's story. Now, who are these people? I don't remember them. It could be the brain again, but I don't remember these people. But I'm reading this at the end of the month because I'm reading book 6, and then book 7 comes out on the 27th or the 29th, and I will be reading that immediately after. So I've got plans for this one. This one will be returned before the end of the month. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This one has me hooked. This one I will probably be getting to next month. I am really excited to read this one, but there's a couple things that I need to get through before I can read it. It is Until I Get You. It's a hockey romance. It's by Claire Contreras. Hope I'm saying that right. It literally just came out in April, and I'm like, I gotta read this one. It's a hockey romance, but it's a spicy standalone hockey romance, and I think it's like a little dark because our hero is morally gray. Okay, here we go. 3 years ago, she ruined my life. Now I'm going to return the favor. I'm here for it. I need to read this. Yes. This one's going to be a little embarrassing. Not going to lie. Haven't read anything by this author either. Very much embarrassed. Borrowed this one in March. I've actually called myself out for this one before. It is Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. I know. When will I be getting to this? I don't know. But it's on my Kindle, so, that's got to account for something, right? We're going to move on. Brutal Obsession, another dark hockey romance. I'm sensing a theme. Do you sense the theme? Like, I think, oh, these recommendation videos would be really good, and then they just sit on my Kindle until I'm ready. This is by S. Masri. I believe this is, it is a part of an interconnected series, The Hockey Gods. I don't know what book this is. It doesn't say. It's pretty hefty as well, 600 pages. It doesn't have like an author's note or anything, but apparently we've gone past morally gray. Again, I'm here for it. I just have to read them. Okay, I think we're coming around to the end here. I think this one has been on here a little bit. Yep, okay. I borrowed this one September 30th of last year. It is Purity by SKYLER. This is a friends to lovers college romance. Super short. It's 224 pages. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, it sounds good. It's one of those where I need to be in the mood to read it, but also it's 224 pages, and I don't think like the smut level is going to be very high at all. I could be wrong. I could be pleasantly surprised, but in a nutshell, what happens when a shy virgin raised in purity culture asks her gorgeous player best friend to take her V card? We're not doing too bad with the amount of time that they've been on here, honestly. For me, this is not long. This is not long. So we have Hats Off to Love by KATHRYN Andrews. Let's see if we have an author's note. Yes. Hats Off to Love is hate to love, contemporary romance that will leave readers who love fake dating, your best friend's brother, big derby hats, winter banter, and swoon-worthy scenes craving for more. It just sounds like a fun time. It just sounds like a good, fun time. Maybe like a palate cleanser. This one I borrowed December of last year, and it will probably be here until December of this year because it is A Christmas Blanket, a second chance holiday romance by Candy Steiner. Enough said. I didn't get to it last year during Christmas time, and it is a Christmas book, so that's why it is still here. But I left it in here. So, and it's like a super short. I mean, is it considered a novella? What is considered a novella? Who knows that? Let me know down below. This is 173 pages. I feel like, couldn't that be a novella? It is a standalone. never mind. Maybe I should look at the author's note before I start asking all types of questions. Okay. The Christmas Blanket is a standalone holiday novella set in a snowy small town in Vermont. It's a novella. That is it. Those are the books that I have borrowed from Kindle Unlimited. Quite a few things that I need to get to. So what was that? Roughly 17 or 18 books. I like to give myself options, right? This was fun. Not only was it helpful for me to see what I've got going on here, but also to help me maybe prioritize a few things in the next couple of months. But yeah, guys, I love Kindle Unlimited. Who doesn't love Kindle Unlimited? For $9.99, nope, they changed it. What is it? $11.99? $12.99? Whatever it is. I mean, yeah, it was annoying that went up, but for $12, you get to read all these books, consume them as much and as fast as you want. And it is definitely great if you like to read a lot of indie authors. I don't know about other authors as much because a lot of what I read is indie authors. But if you like indie authors, the Kindle Unlimited definitely is right for you. And P.S., this is not a sponsored video. I am not affiliated with Kindle other than the fact that I devour what they give me. But if they wanted to shout out at your girl, then hey Kindle, how you doing? Anyway, but yeah, that is going to do it for now. I obviously do have other books on my Kindle as well. If you're interested in that, let me know. If you want to do a tour of the Kindle, I can maybe be persuaded to do something like that. But nonetheless, it was fun. I enjoy doing this with you. So that's going to do it for today. Let me know. What could we do? Okay. All right. I got one. All right. If you want to do the research, let me know what your longest borrowed book is. Like, how long has it been in your Kindle and what is the book? And I can't remember what mine was, but I will pin it to the comment section and let's see what we got. Or you can just tell me what you're reading now and I will catch you guys in the next one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and we will just continue to do what we do best. Until next time, happy reading, guys. Bye.